there might be 7 mamas required. So in terms of our plan, we send that to the city of Johannesburg, and they would then allocate 7 mamas to us. We will allocate the training spots, and we put them there. We don't get a cent money from that. It's different, and some of the stalls, the kiosk as well, there's mamas in, but in others, we're entitled to, at football matches, we're only entitled to 30% of formal concessionaires. So you see, we've generated that beer garden. That is not mamas. It's us and the service provider. But the other, the prices that the mamas ask, I've got no control over that. But I met yesterday with DED and with environmental health. And I said to them, I'm dealing with an issue now where people are mad at me because of the ticket, because of the food price. So we're going to have a meeting with the mamas as well. But I can't promise you because I haven't got control over that. It really is the informal traders appointed by the city. So I can raise your concerns with them. Whether the mamas are going to agree to that, I don't know. But we've got alternatives available at the venue, and there's been requests for that, for a hamburger at 30 rand. So that options are available.
Okay. I would let my friend here, my brother Jordan, maybe start to be the one to talk. But you know, if I could speak properly, looking at the fact of how the game have transitioned throughout the years. If you could check me, I was born yesterday, so I started watching football in late 90s, like from the 1999 and stuff like that. So I would say I witnessed the transition of how football have transitioned to what it is today. You do definitely know that when we are talking about Kaizer Chiefs, let me just say, for example, as a fan of Kaizer Chiefs, if it is a game that is being played in the heart of a township where most people who are staying in the township want entertainment, and it's a walking distance for them to also to walk from where they can walk to come and watch Kaizer Chiefs, and it's a Wednesday night or it's a Saturday night, and I turn up in an event of a club that have such kind of bigger history, it's not even 40,000. As a stadium management problem, you need to start worrying that is it going to be only a turn-up event for Soweto Derby? Is it going to only be a game where you're going to watch where it's Chiefs playing Sundowns? Then what is happening? What's going on with the supporters who have been loyal to the stadium, who have been loyal to the management of a bank like FNB that have provided many jobs, many opportunities, many scholarships? Then what is the thing that is costing the same people who have been loyal to the same establishment to retrieve themselves from saying, what do we do to move on? Like, I'll tell you for a simple example. We travel. We come from Pretoria, city of Sun, and we travel from there to come to just say, Hrobla, you are the management of this establishment. We, as a lovers of Kaizer Chiefs, as football lovers, we want to know on which part, like he will raise the concern that he will raise. For example, you have security that is very tight, which we understand maybe towards the safety, the maintenance and everything for the stadium. But when we get in a stadium, you hardly have security that is patrolling within the stands when people are watching the game, which get to a point where people are smoking. Let me say I've brought children to watch the game. People cannot even wait to say they can move and go smoke outside, because I'm talking about the basis and safety of us, of this and the maintenance part of the stadium. Security is not amongst the lines to check what is happening in the stadium, which is, I'm not saying, understand, unfortunate events. If you have watched old derbies like the Italian derby, the Milan derby, ignorance lead sometimes to stadiums being banned, fires, and why? Because somebody is smoking. If somebody is smoking in a place where you have plastic that can be consumed by fire easily. It means people who are there, security which is there, was supposed to be seeing that this should not have happened. It, like what happened in the last game, where fans happened to fight in the stadium, and they fought for a very long time. Meaning, if the security which was there, the cluster of the security companies which were there, they could have come and say, look, if there were 5, they could have called each other with backup, and they could come and exhume the people who were fighting outside of the stadium. Why? Because sport is like the president has said, former President Nelson Mandela said, it's supposed to be one thing that unite us, far apart from who we are, far apart from the race that we are, but unite us. Understand? Far apart from that, I understand for security reasons why at times is like what it is. But looking at how at times security treats us as fans who are there to watch the game, let's say at certain entrances, they will push us as far further to park our cars. Yes, this is, if you definitely know, this is city of Johannesburg. Township, which is called Soweto, which is really not that safe, but yes, we understand this in the stadium.
But sorry to interrupt, is that with smaller games as well?
Yeah, even with the smaller games.
But why don't you park right in front here?
When we try to come here, they stop us there. From there. They tell us to park there, that side.
But that's the illegal car parks.
You see, and then
it's not security.
That's even like right now when we're coming, the people who are telling us to park that side is the security that is there today, that is driving us to go that side. Which I understand if you're saying when it comes to this gate, like this 1, 2, 3.
We have to fight that. No, we're at the meeting with Krobler. If we park that side and we come walking by, what time are we going to arrive here? So they said, no, just go and turn that side, go to the gate end. You see, that's why we were late.
That's why we were late.
Because we are trying to explain to them.
Because for the smaller fixtures, we don't even post security there.
Simple as maybe they are just there for themselves. And I don't know if it's possible problem maybe to just say, we understand that you, as an establishment, you have your hands are tied maybe with city of Johannesburg, right? But when I look at it at times, city of Johannesburg is playing a major role to fail the movement of recreation forward. Well, for example, like this, when we come in here, form of transport that we have to use is either we're driving our cars or we have to get a taxi or we have to get a bus. Let's say we are coming in, we're coming in with taxis. City of Johannesburg, when it comes to National Road Traffic Act, which is controlling road, yes, they have NTA, which is a taxi side, NLTA, which is a taxi side, right? Imagine we're coming in here to watch a game of a club that we love, that we want something to happen with the club. And then we come, the taxis of Joburg controllers, the Pirate Squad and so forth, they stop us to come. That's the reason, and then they start taking monies and all those kind of stuff in a bad way. That means Krobler,
Sure.
FNB Stadium will not get 40,000 capacity in a small
Where
game.
do they stop the taxis?
This side,
You know, when we come from the off-ramp of Nazareth, when we come to the circle, always when we come to the circle, and it's always have a traffic cop there, but those guys, they can stop us and telling us that no, your taxis are not allowed to come this side. So for you to pass, you just have to give us 1,000. And 1,000 is the money that we paid the taxi driver.
1,000.
Yes.
for a fun. That Krobler. Say.
I'm
The
telling
truth
you.
about this issue is not the
We are being robbing. They are being robbing us here. And then when they do that, next time when we need a taxi, the taxi owner, they will say no, because we are not getting anything.
When you look at it in this way, Krobler, it's people. There's no such thing called a small fixture when it comes to Kaizer Chiefs. This stadium of yours could get 90,000 plus at any game. The issue with City of if we can fill it during Soweto Derby, if Kaizer Chiefs can move, maybe go to Durban and fill up the stadium, and the tickets are sold to show you that people love this game. Okay, let me show you. Remember when you hosted Barcelona, when they came here, when they were playing Sundowns? Tickets were sold weeks before that. If you get a social derby game, if you can present the strategy that the game will be played, you do know it's sold earlier. If Chiefs is playing in Marisburg, even when it's playing on Wednesday, it's sold out. The reason why it gets harder, do you know when you're watching a game of Marisburg with Kaizer Chiefs, that people are moving from Northwest during Wednesday, that people are coming from Limpopo during, why? They love the game. But one of the factors that are affecting such is the fact that a city of Johannesburg, it's being ignorant, or let me say it's being afraid of taxi industry to a point where people who are using taxis in a form way of traveling to come to watch a game in Johannesburg are being exploited by the same thing. I am telling you, without even advertising games, when it comes to FNB Stadium, every game problem, my brother, you were supposed to be getting it. If you didn't get tickets sold, a tendency of Kaizer Chiefs was supposed to be over 45,000.
Tell me, will you take the Gauteng to come here?
We can try to take the Gauteng, but the one problem with it is also this. Don't forget, after the game, you have to travel to go to the Gauteng station. You have to walk there. This is the township. Okay.
We've done it for the derby. We've done it for Colin Black Label. You travel to Park Station, you get on a bus, the bus drop you off at the transport hub. After the game, the bus takes you back to the Gauteng and you go.
Okay, I think here comes a good point which I also like with which Kokro is bringing. As you're saying, as FNB Stadium, you have good relationship with Gauteng. I work as a metropolis in Pretoria, the Metrocom. I saw Gauteng buses that travel with people and all this kind of stuff. We will bring it to our branches. Also, we can talk with our branches to say if all branches around our city of Tshwane can get buses of Gauteng buses to come and drop us at Gauteng station, for Gauteng to come and bring us to the station, and they can bring us to watch a game, and all which is still can be convenient. We'll suggest that when we go for.
But it's important. We need to get numbers then. It's easy for a Saturday game to arrange that, but if for a 8 o'clock kickoff, it's past the drop-off time for Gauteng. But if we've got numbers, they said they will do that.
Okay, no problem. With one thing with this problem, when it comes to supporters who support Kaizer Chiefs, there are many in numbers, and they are willing to come and support Kaizer Chiefs. With which, when it comes to our branches, we can. It's easier. Muchly knowing that they will be safe. That's the one thing that is the most key. Trust me, when we are sitting in a meeting of a branch meeting.
Yeah. Sorry, I just want to make sure that my 2 o'clock meeting is sorted.
Okay.
No, I did.
Yeah. With branches, when we are sitting just discussing simple things of attending games or getting taxes in our branches, we have over thousands and thousands. I'm saying in a branch, not in a region. I'm not saying in a city. Yes, in a branch of Atteridgeville, we have more than 1,000 members who are willing to come watch the games. So imagine if we know that we are safe with buses. How trained a train to come here, it will be small. If we know that Tshwane region coming to watching Kaizer Chiefs, we are many that we can be half of that capacity that I was saying. So one thing, as time goes on and as we came as two of us, and when we bring it back to the region, which we will be gladly have to have a follow-up meeting.
Yes, please.
Trust me, the capacity of this stadium, when it comes to people who love Kaizer Chiefs, I'm telling you, there are many people who want to watch the games, who want to watch every game when it comes. But certain things are the reason why we cannot really watch the game. Because if a bus is 65 people capacity, that means if Tshwane region decide that they really want to come and watch Soweto Derby with FNB in partnership with Gauteng, definitely know that you can talk with them. I definitely know for sure when we come from that region of Tshwane, we can definitely be so many that can come and watch the game.
Okay, we'll follow up on this, and we will be in contact to investigate that further. The issue with, I can't give you an answer now, but with the issue with the guys stopping you there, and there's Metro Police there, it will mean I need to deploy somebody there to see
Definitely see, yes.
Then, irrespective of what you said on this, the security in the stands, we'll definitely make a plan with that. But you being a law enforcement officer yourself, remember, and that's where we need the assistance of SAPS. There's nothing a security guard is not entitled to do crowd control.
Yes.
They can only do crowd management.
Yes.
But I'm 100% with you, and one of the aspects I'm going to do from the next game, we're going to have spotters with binoculars monitoring the crowd, and with radios activate SAPS and security.
Yes.
Okay, so that is one of the things I'm going to try to do. But yeah, I take note of that, and we're definitely going to work on that aspect. That's an extremely relevant argument.
Okay. Let me also say something. Sorry for interrupting what you're saying. Let's say we as a Tshwane region, right, knowing that if we could go there and mobilize and you know, recruit people to come watch Kaizer Chiefs game. Let's say the next game that we'll be playing in FNB, I don't really remember, but the next game I think is
7th January.
7th January, right? Today is what this World Cup that is coming on. I definitely know sure that before that game, right? Let's say where the unfortunate part right now is that if we have to come and buy a ticket, or there's a ticket we have to come and buy out there, right?
Why don't you buy it?
There is sometimes when we want to buy a ticket at ShopRite, or because they used to, now it's Ticketmaster, Ticket Pro, and the CompuTicket. You find that at ShopRite in Pretoria, they said we don't have tickets.
I'm so full of them, and I want to discuss that with you as well.
Yes.
With the derby, and you're referring to, and I'm not changing the subject, I want to show you before at the background. With the derby, we had, and that's only fake tickets that was exposed at the verification points. That's not the people with a fake ticket that didn't even try and verify it when it was declined. It was 3,804 fake tickets.
That was verified at the gate.
It was verified to be fake. Now, that is the reason we're pushing all the manpower there. But that's not an excuse for the inside. Now, I see you say that we change stuff as well, and I want to explain it to you. I had a meeting with the police this morning. This red line, let's say this is the stadium, this is the ring of fire with the turnstiles. This is the fence line. So previously, you came